Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Shweta, and in this video I'm going to talk about the eligibility criteria for Canada student visa. So without any wasting any time, let's get started. So first of all, those who wanted to apply for a Canada student visa, guys, you need to understand what is study permit. So study permit is a document which allow students to study in Canada at a designated learning institute, okay, DLI. Basically, designated learning institute is institutes which approved by the Canadian provinces or territory, so that they allow students to study in their institutes. Or you can say a designated learning institute is the university which is recognized by the immigration department. So this is very important point. You would need to obtain an acceptance letter by DLI. So this is about DLI, Designated Learning Institute. So guys, before we go forward, kindly subscribe my channel and do it now, and don't forget to press bell icon button so that you will get notification about my new videos. So next I will talk about your language, English language test or proof, your PT or IELTS exam. Guys, there are many universities in Canada which don't require your PT or IELTS score. If you are a recent pass out student, means these are the university, they actually grant admissions to applicants totally based on their English score at their school levels. There are many universities like I guess University of Winnipeg, University of Saskatchewan, Concordia University. Actually, I have mentioned all the universities' name in my description box. You can go their website and check their requirements. Okay, but in my opinion, I will suggest you that give your PT or IELTS exam, because it's very important. When you have your PT or IELTS exam, this will make your profile strong, because higher the score, better the chances for you people to get visa easily. So next I'll talk about your valid passport. Guys, you should have a valid passport, because as per the present scenario, as per the Canada High Commission, you have a valid passport whose validity covers the intended stay in Canada. For example, if you are planning to go in June 2020 intake for 2 years course, then your passport should have valid until at least for June 2023 for 2 years course. If you are planning to go in September 2020 intake for 2-year course, then your passport should valid until at least for September 2023. So this is same in the case with 1-year course as well. Guys, one thing always remember, if you're planning to go in June 2020 intake, if you are aiming to take June intake, so start your visa process in February. If you're planning to go for September 2021 intake, then start your visa application around June, right? Getting my point now? And so this is the main point, that you have a valid passport. If you don't have a passport, you can apply your passport as soon as possible, because as you know, this is also mandatory for your PT or IELTS score as well. And next is your proof of funds. Guys, you need to prove that you have adequate funds to pay your tuition fees in Canada for 1-year study, as well as their your living expenses over there. So as per the present standard, you can say as per the present scenario, it's very important to prove that you have enough fund to pay your tuition fees or your living expenses. So because Canada Immigration deems a international student required to submit a Canadian dollar, I guess 10,200 Canadian dollar, which approximately 590 to 6 lakhs in your this is the GIC amount. GIC is basically, it's a guaranteed investment certificates. So you can pay your GIC fees with the two banks. One is your ICICI Bank, and second one is your Scotia Bank. So if you don't have account with these banks, you can go to the bank and open an account with them. If you want to know how to open an account with the Scotia Bank, then please message me in comment box. I will let you know that how to open an account with the Scotia Bank, and you can pay your GIC payment through Scotia Bank very easily, right? Then next is your passport size photographs. So guys, if you have opted offline application of offline visa process, then you need 2 passport sized photographs. And if you are applying, if you have opted online application, then you must procure a digital copies of your passport size photographs, which should not be more than, I guess, 4 MB. And the passport size image should be I guess 35 mm to 45 mm, and the passport size image should be recent. I mean to say should not older than 6 months. So you need 2 passport size photographs. Then next I'll talk about your medical examination. Guys, when you are applying for Canada visa, so Canadian immigration requires for international students from India to undergo with a mandatory medical examination. This is also very important point, because so you can the candidate or student can book an appointment, can make an appointment and visited the listed doctor, I guess preferably a 1 week before, because 1 week is enough time, because this is to give the doctors to enough time to validate and upload the necessary documents. So means once your medical examination has been completed, so they will send your medical certificates direct to the CIC department. So this is also very important point. And next I'll talk about your statement of purpose. Means when you applying for Canada student visa, right? So means you would require to submit a statement of purpose. Means if you're planning to travel to Canada, so they will ask you for what purpose you are traveling to Canada. You have to answer, you have to submit a statement of purpose, okay? And why you have chosen the particular institutes, means I mean to say the university and the college you are going to study. So you have to mention, although it's not mandatory in your document checklist, but I will suggest you to submit the same. It's a important one. So next I'll talk about your credit cards. Guys, credit card is also very important to pay the visa application fees. The visa application fees is I guess 160 Canadian dollar. So you can use your credit card. If you don't have credit cards, you can use your parents' credit card as well. When you're making an online application, when you're making an online payment, you can use your parents' credit card as well. And or you can do one thing, if you are married, you can use your spouse credit card as well, because it is allowed to do so. So first is your designated learning institutes, then your English language test, PT or IELTS exam, then your valid passport. You should have proof of funds, your medical examination also very important, your statement of purpose, passport size photographs, and credit cards. And next guys, one thing always remember, if you're planning to go for student visa, so at the time of the visa interview, you need to convince the visa officer that you will leave the Canada, you will leave the country once you complete your study. So always remember this point. And one thing more, I will guide you that you have to prove that you have no criminal records, you have a clean background, you have no criminal background, and you need to produce police certificates to prove this. This is also very important. So these are some points for the eligibility criteria for Canada student visa. And And if you guys want more videos related to, Canada student visa, or how to open account with GIC bank, GIC, how to open an account with the Scotia Bank for GIC payment, so kindly message me in comment box, so I'll give you the answer. And so this is all about for today. And one thing more, if you want to apply offline application, then you need to have a true copies of all the all the mandatory documents which I have mentioned above in offline application. But in case if you applying a online application, then you need to access a digital scanner, means if you're applying online application. So this is all about for today. And if you guys want more videos, then as I told you, please message me in inbox, so that I would like to help you. Then take care guys, and have a nice day, and thank you so much guys.